The clash was set to be one for the ages. Steven Seagal, the towering master of Aikido with a Hollywood pedigree, squared off against Moon Lee, the dazzling star of Hong Kong action cinema known for her explosive martial arts prowess. Fans of both martial artists eagerly gathered, not merely for the spectacle, but for what it represented, a duel between two starkly contrasting fighting philosophies. Steven Seagal is an imposing figure, standing at 6 feet 4 inches with a commanding presence. His Aikido style is fluid, defensive, and strategic, focusing on using an opponent's energy against them. Known for his effortless joint locks, throws, and a steely demeanor, Seagal relies on precision and power, delivered with minimal exertion. His physicality is undeniable, but some critics argue that his reliance on choreographed fights in movies has softened the edge of his practical combat abilities. Others say his size and sheer strength compensate for any such concerns. Moon Lee, on the other hand, is the epitome of agility and ferocity. The Hong Kong-born martial artist and actress rose to fame in the 1980s and 1990s with her Girls with Guns action films. She specializes in wushu and southern Chinese martial arts, bringing an electrifying energy to her movements. While Seagal exudes calm and control, Lee radiates speed and unpredictability. Her small stature, standing at 5 feet 4 inches, is often seen as a disadvantage, but in combat it makes her a difficult target. Critics of Lee point out that her reliance on high-energy cinematic techniques might falter in a real-world setting against a grounded opponent like Seagal. The fight was a stark contrast in more ways than one. Seagal entered the arena in his signature black gi, moving with a calm assurance that bordered on arrogance. Moon Lee, by contrast, was a whirlwind of energy, her pre-fight movements sharp and confident, as though she couldn't wait to explode into action. The crowd buzzed with anticipation. Would Seagal's size and Aikido mastery neutralize Lee's speed and agility, or would her relentless dynamism overwhelm the stoic Seagal? From the opening moments, the difference in their styles was evident. Seagal stood grounded, his stance firm, waiting for Lee to make the first move. She obliged, darting forward with a series of lightning-fast kicks aimed at testing his defenses. Seagal's hands moved with precision, deflecting her strikes and attempting to grab hold of her. However, Lee's speed kept her just out of his grasp, her acrobatic spins and flips making her a moving target. As the fight progressed, Seagal began to close the gap, forcing Lee into close-quarter exchanges where his joint locks and throws were most effective. At one point, he caught her arm mid-kick and swept her off her feet with a calculated throw. The crowd gasped, and for a moment, it seemed like the fight was Seagal's to lose. But Moon Lee wasn't done. As soon as she hit the ground, she rolled away and countered with a low sweep that knocked Seagal slightly off balance. Sensing an opening, she unleashed a flurry of punches and elbows, pushing Seagal onto the defensive. Her speed was relentless, and Seagal, though composed, was visibly struggling to keep up. The turning point came when Lee used a combination of agility and strategy to corner Seagal. Feigning an overhand strike, she spun into a sweeping kick that connected squarely with his midsection. The impact staggered him, and Lee seized the moment, launching a rapid series of kicks that forced Seagal to the ground. Unable to recover quickly enough, Seagal was pinned by Lee's precise strikes, and the referee called the fight in her favor. Moon Lee's victory was a testament to the power of adaptability and speed. While Seagal's Aikido is formidable, it thrives in a controlled environment where his opponent plays into his hands. Lee's agility, unpredictability, and refusal to be drawn into Seagal's rhythm turned the fight in her favor. Her ability to stay dynamic and exploit openings ensured her dominance as the fight wore on. Ultimately, it wasn't just Moon Lee's skill but her indomitable spirit and unrelenting energy that earned her the win, proving that even the largest adversaries can be felled by precision, speed, and determination.